My father slid the papers across the kitchen table as if he were passing the salt. The same oak surface where I'd eaten breakfast for 18 years, where my future was now being divided. He'd announced the diagnosis: Parkinson's, early stage, then straightened the pages like a man preparing a verdict. My mother, Elaine, nodded, calm as scripture. My brother, Ethan, sat with his wife, Tessa, their fingers laced. Their kids were upstairs, cartoons humming. "I've tried to be fair," Dad said. "Ethan has a family to support, a mortgage, college someday." He glanced at me, quick and slippery. "You're single, Claire, no kids. You've always been independent. You'll figure it out." Independent. The word landed like a stamp. He read through the assets. The house to Ethan, the rental duplex to Ethan, most of the accounts to Ethan. My share was a smaller slice of retirement funds, dressed up as generosity. Mom approved with a satisfied hum. Tessa offered a smile that felt like pity. I stared at my name on the signature line. Part of me waited for someone, anyone, to say, "Hold on, this isn't right, no one did." "Okay," I said. One word. Then I stood, took my purse, and walked out before my face could crack. The drive back to Chicago was cornfields and rehearsed disappointments. Birthdays skipped, calls returned late, my work treated like a phase until I settled down. By the time the skyline rose out of dusk, I'd decided I was done waiting to be seen. On Monday, I walked into my boss's office, set my badge on his desk, and resigned. He blinked. "You're 6 months from partner." "I don't want your partnership," I said. "I want my own name on the door." I cashed out my 401k, ate the penalty, and moved my savings into an account labeled Armadage. My apartment stayed spare. I lived on spreadsheets and coffee, not because I was lonely, but because I was done asking permission. 2 people bet on me when banks wouldn't. Gwen Sloan, a retired developer, slid her card across a diner booth. "Build something real," she said. Miles Kerr, a software founder fresh off a sale, wired money after one meeting and warned, "Don't shrink to fit their story." With them, and my own $340,000, I opened Armadage Capital in a borrowed suite off Whacker. A receptionist, a cranky printer, and me. Our first target was a condemned warehouse on the south side. Leaking, tagged, laughed at. I walked it with a flashlight, boots crunching glass, and saw lofts where others saw rot. Rooftop garden, street-level restaurant, light through new windows. We bought it cheap, rebuilt it fast, and sold every unit before the paint fully cured. Deal 1 became Deal 11, then 20. In 2 years, our portfolio crossed $2 billion, and Chicago started saying my last name like it meant something. I didn't tell my family. When Mom rang at Christmas, I said work was fine. When Ethan texted, "Still doing real estate?" I answered, "Yeah." When Dad emailed the inheritance papers, I signed and returned them without a comment. Let them keep their version of me, the daughter who'd figure it out. Last Thursday, my assistant buzzed in. "Claire, Harold Pemberton is on line 1, a state lawyer from Springfield. He says he needs counsel on a $200 million redevelopment." I knew him. He'd drafted my cut-rate inheritance and watched me sign. I smiled. Put him through. Harold asked how to spell Armitage. I heard keys clack, then stop. "Miss Armitage," he said, "are you Raymond Whitmore's daughter?" "Yes." When he called back, his tone had changed. "My clients were told you're the best. It's a $200 million redevelopment. An old manufacturing complex into homes and retail. I need your partnership." "Send the packet," I said. "We'll decide." That afternoon, security called. "They're in the lobby. Your parents, your brother, his wife." They entered my office and stalled at the view. Ethan wouldn't meet my eyes. Dad's hands trembled at his sides. "We should revisit the inheritance," Dad said. "Make it fair." I let out one short laugh. "You didn't come for fairness. You came because a stranger Googled me." Mom whispered, "We didn't know." "You didn't ask," I said. "Not once." Dad's mouth opened, then closed. The quiet was the answer I'd waited for at that kitchen table. I opened my door and held it. They left without bargaining. On Sunday, a thick letter arrived. Dad wrote that my drive scared him, so he mislabeled it. He apologized for looking past me. It didn't rewrite anything, but it loosened the knot I'd been tightening for years. I slipped the letter into my desk beside my closing photo and finally breathed without proving anything. Monday morning I texted Harold. Wednesday at 10, bring your clients. Then I turned back to the city and got to work.